Once you get that email confirmation that your Pearson course has been created, as you see here, you can then go back into Canvas, click on MyLab and Mastering, and there's a few housekeeping items you might want to check when opening your course. First, open up your Mastering course and make sure that all of your assignments are listed. You can go to the All Assignments tab, and from here you can see that some of my dates had already transferred over that I had made, but maybe I want to add due dates. This allows you from, instead of the calendar view, the list view, you can edit assignments and start putting due dates associated with each assignment on a mass level. It will let you know if there's any errors in doing so, and then when you hit the Save button, if there were errors, you would not be allowed to save. Once the changes have been saved, you can go back to your course home and make sure that everything else is listed how you want. Remember, you can get started material, learn more, and you have access to your gradebook if there's anyone populated in it at the time. You can also go to Manage Course, and if anything on the settings bar is not as you'd like it, you can change this now. You can rearrange what is seen. You can hide certain things or even show others. Like you may want to hide the instructor resources or user settings. So you can do all of this from here. Once you've done this, you can go back into your Canvas shell, then click Grade Sync. If you've put due dates to assignments, know that they'll start slowly populating here. You can turn on your Grade Sync function. You can select all or just choose to select certain items, but know that they have to have a due date. And then you can sync grades now. Once you've done that, you can click on the Assignments tab, and you'll see that these will now be published for students to see. If you have different groupings, make sure that all of your mastering assignments are in the top group, because anytime you grade sync, they will automatically come into the top group. If you are ever copying an entire Canvas course shell into a new one, know that these links will die and you need to delete them so that when you grade sync for that new semester, you don't end up with doubled assignments. Now, to show you how to create quick links for your students once they've registered, you can go to Modules. Here I'm going to add a module, and I'm going to name it Mastering Deep Links. You can name this whatever you want, however you'd think that it is best defined for students. Mastering A&P or Mastering Physical Science. You can create these links, add module. Once you have added the module, you'll press the plus button next to it, and automatically you'll see assignments. You can change this to external tool, and as you scroll down, you'll first find Mastering Assignments, Add Item, click the plus button again, Mastering A&P Course Home. This will say it different if you teach chemistry or physical science. And then we're going to keep scrolling down. We'll add a direct link to the Pearson eText. And then finally, we'll add a direct link to the study area. And publish. Excuse me. We'll publish all of these links so that students can get directly into mastering assignments or the Pearson eText. By hitting next, I can hit next here. And they don't necessarily have to go through the MyLab and Mastering link on the left-hand corner to access all of this. However, they will still have to register using the MyLab and Mastering link the first time, Or if they're in partnership integration where the code has been removed, they'll have to first access RedShelf course materials. So know that it will take a minute the first time for this to populate, but once it does, you can go back into modules and you'll see all of them here for your students. This is how you create deep links, and these links also work well for students if they're using the Canvas app. I highly suggest that you add them to every course that you have and make them very visible to your students so that they know that there are easier ways to access what they need in class.